So before we get into today's content, should probably clarify, if you look there in the background, I do a different kind of content here on this channel. Not usually Magic, and I don't really have many excuses to do Fallout, although I have done some Fallout-themed videos in the past. So I think this background has to go. Okay, I think I would say that's better. Oh, let's make it all like Fallout green. Well, that's really bright. I'd say that's about Fallout 3 green. It was actually a gift from my brother for Christmas, and I wanted to fit it in the set somewhere, but I couldn't. It's a little model of the computer, and it's actually made out of like this like metal cast, parts of it anyways. And it's a pretty cool little thing. I considered having him hold it, but it's a standard for the channel. But kind of neat little thing. I just couldn't find a way to get it in the set well. Anyways, as someone who hasn't been into Magic since probably 2014, if I had to guess, didn't expect the price of what we are doing here today. This is a standard deck. Now, I'm used to, in the world of Pokemon, these decks costing like, 20 bucks or so. While this does come with a fair amount of extras, this was 60. Now, granted, it is a Commander deck, and Commander decks are 100 card decks, and there's other inclusions in here. But the packs are what really blew me away. There's a reason I'm only doing 2. These, at retail, are $30 a piece. So in total, I spent $120 on a card game that I don't play and don't intend on further collection of. I'm just a big Fallout fan. But we're going to start off here with the Scrappy Survivors deck. So don't expect me to know pretty much anything of what I'm doing when it comes to Magic. When I said I stopped it in like 2014, I wasn't super big into it to begin with. I mostly played because a friend of mine got me into it, and I played for like, I'd say about a year. Went to a couple tournaments, did horrible at those tournaments, only ever beat a couple people, and that's how you know that those people were really bad. This is like impossible to get out of here. Oh, was I supposed to open it from the bottom? Because of the weird way that it's shaped? That's how it seems. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to open it from the bottom, so that sucks. Yeah, it's like a wedge. So I guess first things first, we have the deck box for it. It's interesting that it comes folded up like this. It is a thick deck box. That makes a lot more sense now. Oh, okay, wow. It actually just kind of does it by itself whenever you expand it. It's one of those, like, weird folded bottoms. I don't know if there's a name for that type of fold. Yeah, you have your little lip there. I feel like I've seen that on other Magic products. There's a stink bug that just landed on my desk. See if I can get him in frame. Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Why are you in my house? You should know better. Yep, just climb the lights. Not a big fan of bugs. Probably gonna have to do some spraying here soon. Anyways, pretty basic. It does include our dog meat right there on the, well, I guess the back. But, okay, pretty neat. They also did something kind of weird where they included a fake card here on the front. It's just a print of the card that comes inside. It's weird that they didn't just display the card itself. Oh, okay. What am I looking at here? So this little thing slides out. Let's probably actually show you what's happening. Little black envelope in here. Is there anything else? No. Then, of course, we have the deck there, a little booklet. And it looks like these are all tokens. Yeah, so they actually made these tokens into the cardboard itself. So nice use of resources there on both sides. And then right here in the center, also to be popped out. Huh. Nice use of your cardboard there. And of course we have our Vault Boy. So I'm guessing this has some special stuff, so we'll open that last. We have a piece of paper. Yep, very similar to things that we get in the Pokemon TCG world as well. It's basically just an advertisement. Like, it's not, but I can't imagine that many people are reading this. Yeah, cool. So we actually have a little thing with about Dogmeat on here with some... I'm assuming this artwork wasn't made for this. That might have just been like Fallout 4 concept art, but I could be wrong. That's not to say that I'm expecting this to all just not be hand-drawn. I'm assuming that all of the cards are done specifically for this. I'm just saying that one print looks like this Fallout 4 concept art. Alright, we're gonna split this deck in half to make it easier to hold. So, of course, we have the featured Commander here. Commander's the right word, right? I want to say. Yes, a foil-etched display Commander. Dogmeat being the commander of this deck. Makes sense. We have Preston Garvey of the Minutemen. Just not a character I thoroughly enjoyed by any means. The Minutemen storyline was just so boring. Brotherhood Outcast. Commander Sophia, I don't know who that one is. Acquired Mutation, so arm with multiple hands growing out of the stomach. Crimson Caravaner, we have Ian the Reckless, Big Horner Rancher, Breakdown, Gunner Conscript, Super Mutant Scavenger, Well Rested. That could apply to Elder Scrolls as well. See, that's the problem. If Magic keeps doing franchises that I like, I'm going to keep blowing $120 on a card game I don't play. And if they do Elder Scrolls, like, that's it. Like, I'm going broke for that one. The well-rested perk can also apply to Elder Scrolls as well. Oh, God. Okay, Stinkbug is flying around right now. Something made him angry. We have the ability bobblehead, and I do know that this, I think it's the ability. There are 3 bobbleheads that are serialized, so they only made 500 of all 3 of them with 1,500 in total. And that, of course, is where the big value is. The Silver Shroud costume, all that glitters, Path to Exile. I'm really enjoying some of the artwork here. Abundant growth, fertile land, doesn't really look like it to me. Fertile does not always mean safe. Okay, yep, fitting. God, I'm too much of a nerd. I'm probably going to go through and read these things. In the Wasteland, the rad squirrels have their eyes out for you. In my free time. Wild growth, is that that's not right? No. The living tree, Herald, from Fallout 3. Behemoth Sledge, that's not Fallout 3, right? What was Herald? I want to say he was 3. He might have been, yeah, that would have to be 3. Brass Knuckles, Explorer's Scope, something, Soul Ring. The Beverageers were pleased by Project Cobalt. Not only did they discover no weaponizable isotopes, but a tasty beverage additive to boost. So it's literally just Nuka-Cola Quantum. Codsworth, Handy Helper. Actually, oh, I didn't grab him. I have one of these things for Codsworth, but I guess I didn't select him as one of the potentials for the background. Pre-war formal wear, Vault 101 birthday party. It's interesting. Duchess, Wayward, Tavern Keep, Grim Reaper Sprint, Junk Jet. Probably one of the more fun weapons. Vault 21. What was Vault 21? House Gambit. As the saga enters and after your draw. Okay, so there's no flavor text on this one. Okay, so yeah, that was Fallout New Vegas. Vault 21 was the casino. Probably should have just looked at the image. Animal Friend, Strong Back, almost perfect. Armory Paladin, Kate Cage Brawler, alright, happy to have Kate in here. Cass, Hand of Vengeance. Inventory Management, Moira Brown, Guide Author. Love turning her into a ghoul. 3 Dog Galaxy News DJ, that makes me super happy. Wasn't his voice actor, wasn't he involved in a leak? Or he was just like, oh, I'm back to doing voice work for Bethesda, and people are like, new Fallout game! Mr. Gutsy, Pitboy 3000, Junk Town, Scorched Divide, Mantle of the Ancients, oop, I threw something. Pure Steel Paladin, we have Single Combat Blasphemous Act. Everyone knew the bombs were coming, everyone but the public. Okay. Chaos Warp, Heroic Intervention. Is that supposed to be Valentine? Yeah, it is. Another beautiful day in the most dangerous place in the world, Nick Valentine. And we continue on with the second half of the deck, although the back end looks unique. So we have the Basilisk Collar, a mark of companionship, not subservience. Okay, yeah, it's like that's an actual thing in the real world, by the way, like dogs with like spiked collars. A lot of the times for like sheep, like herding dogs, they'll give them like spiked collars, so if like a coyote... Jesus Christ, the stink bug's back. I don't want to kill it, because to my knowledge, that makes them stink more. But it releases the stink that their name comes from. I think it's just attracted to all my studio lights. Are stink bugs attracted to light? Anyways, where was I? It's like if a coyote or something goes to go after its throat, instead it just gets a spike in its mouth. Yeah. Bloodforge Battle Axe, the Champion's Helm. Masterwork Ingenuity, Canopy Vista, Cinder Glade, Cliff Top Retreat, Exotic Orchard, Mossfire Alley, bunch of locations here, all the land cards. So it's all of this various locations from the games. Yes, the giant T-Rex! Temple of Plenty, Temple of Triumph, Swiftfoot Boots, Ash Barrens, Buried Ruin, Commander Tower, Evolving Wilds, Jungle Shrine, Path of Ancestry. Oh my god, they did so many lands for this. This makes me so happy. I'm starting to see why they wanted to charge more, but it's still just so much. Then we have some full art lands. Giant Nuka-Cola bottle. Another mountain, not too sure where this is supposed to be. That one again, that one again. So we're finally getting repeats. Kind of surprising there weren't more. So we have Forest. That just looks like a player-built settlement in Fallout 4 to me. Forest actually kind of reminds me in Fallout 76 of like the water purification base that I built. It was just like a little shack like right on the lake, and just the whole lake was filled with water purifiers. Oh god, I'm happy that that game like started to turn things around and it got better. I just don't think it ever got to the point people were really hoping for, but it was still addicting for me. And maybe this is supposed to be the etched foil that they referred to. There's another Dogmeat Ever Loyal. Very nice looking card with like the gold effect going around it. Looks really nice. Okay, yeah, I assume that is it, because it is actually like a thick card. So yeah, that is not made for play. This is the display card they referred to. Okay, that makes more sense. So then we have our tokens, which I believe, yes, they will have double sides to them. So we have Junk as the artifact, and then just all your 1/1s, we have the Squirrel. Same item again. Oh, different backing to it, though. Treasure. Oh, a bunch of Nuka-Cola caps. I couldn't find more. We have a couple of them. Because Fallout did like a tabletop game, and so they made these bottle caps. They're actually like pretty nice looking. They're meant to look like weathered and all of that. We had a handful, and I couldn't find them. I could only find the one. We have Settlement, which on the back we have just Human Soldier as a 1/1. Settlement again, and this time Food at a Red Rocket. Treasure again, and Wasteland Survival Guide. Okay, is that supposed to be? Yeah. Food from Red Rocket and Squirrel again. Then we have Radiation. At the beginning of your pre-combat phase, if you have any rad counters, mill that many cards. For each non-lane card milled this way, you lose 1 life and a rad counter. Interesting. And then Copy. Radiation again, and Copy. This might all be the same Radiation. Oh, nope, there's Treasure. Radiation and Treasure. Learn to play Magic. Very fitting that they would put that in here. I assume they put it in every deck, but especially in these crossover ones like this and Lord of the Rings, like, probably a good idea to throw that in there, because you know people like me who, like, don't know what they're doing and are mostly just, like, hopping in because crossover. Oh, very cool little deck. Okay, well, that would be nice if that opened a bit easier. But we'll go ahead and throw it inside. Being a nerd that I am, I'll probably go through and sleeve pretty much everything, especially if they'll all fit in just standard penny sleeves in this box. That would make me happy. But we still have the mysterious black envelope and then the 2 packs. So, okay, so there is a booster sample pack. Sealed product not for resale. So I wonder if this contains 3 cards. I wonder if they're the... Oh, it says contains 2 cards. Okay, I was reading the Spanish part. I wonder if they're the same 3 cards every time, or if it's basically just a smaller version of one of these, and it's still random. We'll open that in a second. There is also... Yeah, this is the life counter. Pretty nifty. Has our dog meat right there on the front. And you have it being double-sided, obviously, so they can fit more number. But yeah, pretty basic little life counter, just featuring dog meat. And okay, so that's it. So I guess we'll go ahead and do the sample pack before we open up the other 2 standard packs. Standard pack is a rough term to be using when they were $30 each. $300 to get the box of 12. Okay, so that is supposed to be the front. There's more where that came from. Find exciting treatments like these and more in Magic the Gathering Fallout Collector boosters. So the Overflowing Basin as a land. Okay, so it's only 2 cards. It says contains 3, but that's kind of a sham when one is just an advertisement. And then Fraying Sanity. Oh yeah, that was the Puppeteer. Not that I can remember what vault that is, but Puppeteer guy. Alright, so I have no idea what the pack trick could be for these, so we're just gonna go in raw and try to just enjoy ourselves regardless. That's even if there is a pack trick. I imagine that there is, because it's Magic, but I also haven't done, like I said, anything Magic in a very long time. So, God knows how things change. Pokemon has changed a lot in the TCG since 2014. I can assume that basically every card game has. So we have a reverse right here off the bat, just being a token. Okay, that is like the back. So on the back we also have food. So I guess this way we have a island-based land as a hollow. I don't think we actually saw that one in the deck. The Mirelurk Queen. There's a standard Mirelurk. Morbid Opportunist. Oh, I'm gonna have to go fast. My camera is about out of storage. I'm gonna have to transfer off in order to complete this video. Tainted Wood, the Ferocious Lake as a dual land right there. The Drowned Catacomb, Veronica Dissident Scribe. Interesting. So yeah, this is just a rare. Temple of Plenty, whoops. We have Harold and Bob. There he is. There's my boy. The Shrieking Hollow, Paladin Elizabeth, something. Crucible of Worlds, the Gek. And we have the Mirelurk Queen. I will be back. Okay, I have transferred videos off, and now I have more space. So I had to go kind of fast there, and I thought I saw that, but wanted to, you know, play for time. Yes, we did pull our first mythic here, the Crucible of Worlds. I say first, we only really had 2 chances. But I assume that out of any of the things pulled, it will be the highest value. Just guessing, though. I should also point out that whenever I picked all of this up, they also gave me this. Apparently, if you were to buy any Fallout product, or at least certain Fallout things, you would get this promo card of War Room. I can't find a whole lot on it so far, but it looks like it is, like, War Room is just like a standard Magic card. And they just did this one in, like, the Fallout art style as a promo for picking up any of this stuff from a, you know, like a supported card store from a proper vendor. But we have 1 pack to go. And maybe we can get another mythic. I certainly wouldn't complain. I don't know what the odds are. Maybe they're guaranteed. I don't know. Try and peel this thing open. They really seal these things really snug with, Magic, apparently. Again, not that I would know. But split this thing open. And starting off, we have the Plains right there as a basic land. Branching Evolution. We have, once again, a Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty, but this one is a bit different. The other one, I think, is what they call a Surge Foil. Yes. Did a little bit of research during the intermission there. We have the Buried Ruin, Paladin Dance, Steel Maverick, Marcus, Mutant Mare, Desdemona, Freedom Edge. She's another part of the, I can't remember the name, the Minutemen. We have the Darkwater Catacombs, the Animal Friend, Hour of Reckoning, Tato Farmer. Yeah, you do you, buddy. Scavenger Grounds, Shadow Blood Ridge, the Specimen 73, Hornet Queen. Love Cazadors. They're my favorite things to fight. We have Atomize, and finally we have the token for Junk and the Soldier. That one being a Caesar's Legion soldier. I know they did a Caesar's Legion deck, and I was really interested in picking that one up, but that would be another $60 for a card game that I don't do. But that was everything, including the War Room, everything from our packs here, including the one little sampler pack, and then our deck with every one of those cards that came inside, which was, you know, a small amount. So, all in all, I'd say this was an interesting experience, kind of seeing Magic again for the first time in a very long time. Of course, with it also being Fallout themed, makes me very happy. I also heard that they're apparently doing an Assassin's Creed crossover. I also happen to be an Assassin's Creed nerd. Don't know if I'm going to do anything on that, but it's tempting. I just wish the series didn't continually fall downhill, because I still love it. Anyways, if you're interested in checking out the Pokemon side of things, if you don't already, I'm going to have a playlist on screen of all of my Pokemon videos. But I guess I'm going to link the last Fallout video that I did as well, which was very old. It's from not the best setup I've had. It wasn't improved over my original setup, but it was a bunch of Fallout minifigures, so like these, but small. I think it was like over 20 boxes of like these like blind boxes of figures. It's an old video. I think it's nearing 3 years old at this point, but I'll have that one on screen as well if you just want to continue down the Fallout rabbit hole. Just don't judge the quality. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see all of you guys next time. Goodbye for now.